Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture series of Unix tutorial. Here in this tutorial you will find the theory as well as implementation of all the basic and major commands of Unix with detailed description. In today's lecture we will be learning about cal command with its implementation on the terminal. Before going through this lecture, I will request you to go through the previous lecture in which I have uploaded the theory of cal command, so that if you attend that lecture, if you will go through the lecture, then it will make you a better understanding about the practical implementation as well. So now, without any delay, let's start the lecture. I will run all the commands according to the sequence that I have run in the theory. So let's understand every command one by one. So the first command there in the theoretical part was cal. If I simply write cal, what it is going to display, let's see. So it is going to display the calendar of current month, and the current month is August. And similarly, it will also print the calendar of the current month of the current year, right? So it is going to print the calendar of August 2020. And it will also highlight the current date. So today's date is 20. So that is why it is highlighting the date, right? So now if I write cal space hyphen 1, 1 represents single month. So again you see that it is also going to give you the same result. So either you write it this way or you write it this way. Both are going to give you the same output, right? Now, if I write cal space hyphen 3. Now let's see the output. 3 means it is going to print the calendar of 3 months. And what are those 3 months? Let's see. So we know that the current month is August, right? And year is 202. So it is displaying the calendar of the current month of the current year, and similarly the previous month of the same year and the next month of the same year. So it is going to display you 3 months, right? Including the current month, the previous month, and the next month of the current year, right? And it is also highlighting the date of the current month, right? Now after this, I have another command, that is if I write cal space hyphen y. Now what does this y represents? This y represents year, right? So this y represents year. Now let's see what it is going to display. So it is going to display all the months of the year. And which year? By default it will take the current year, right? Now let's see what is the output. Now we'll see that here we can see the all the months of year 2020. So it is going to display you all the months including January, February till December, for which year? 2020, right? Now again, another option is, it was this particular last command. This command was displaying me the complete calendar of the current year. But what if I want to specifically see the calendar of some other year? So if I write 2025, and for that, let's see what it is going to display. So yeah, you can see that it is going to display you the current month, right? Sorry, it is going to display you the calendar of the which year? You can see that it is going to display you the complete calendar of year 2025, including all the months starting from January till December, right? Similarly, another easy option of doing the same thing is you simply write cal. Instead of writing this hyphen y, you can simply write the year. So the same year 2025 can also be seen like this. So in this case also you will see that it is going to display you the calendar of the complete year 2025, including all the months starting from January to December, right? So both are alternative of each other. Now let's understand the other options. If let's see, in the previous example, we could see the calendar of the complete year, but in some year, if I specifically want to see for a specific month calendar, then what will I write? I will write cal space, let's say I want to see the calendar of month July. So I will write July, and after that I will put space and I will also write the year. Let's say I write 1989. So it is going to display the calendar of July 1989. And here you can write the string. You can write the complete name of the month in alphabets, right? Or in string. Or similarly, another option is, instead of this, you can write the number also. For January, we have 1, February, we have 2, 3 for March, and similarly 11 for November and 12 for December. So if I want to see for the same July month, so for July, the number is 7. So now you can see that we just wrote 7, but it is going to display the calendar of July 1989. I hope it is clear. Now, even we can also use it for, let's say, some other month, that is 12. 12 is representing December, and let's say I take the year 2025, right? So it is going to display the calendar of December 2025, right? Moving to the next command, I just also want to show you one more thing. Here I wrote this, right? So you can have other options also. You can simply write JUL. It is also going to give you the output. Or you can write the first letter as capital, and here also it is going to give you the same result. Or you can write JUL capital, again it will give you the result. Or you can write JULY all in capital, again you will see the same result. So there are different ways of writing the month, right? But yeah, now other commands are case sensitive, but writing the month, you can write it in all the different ways that I have shown you, right? Now the next thing command is cal space hyphen m, and then I write the month. So if I write DEC representing December, so it is going to display the month December for which year? The current year. So it is going to display the month. So you can also specifically just mention the month, and this M is representing month, right? And you want to also specify the year. So I want to see for the month December, or for which year? Let's say I want to see for 2050. So it is going to display the calendar of year 2050, right? Now after this, we have one more interesting way of representing the command, that is if I write cal space hyphen a, which is means after, and 1 means 1 month, right? Then space hyphen b, that is representing before, or if I can say space hyphen b, b represents before, and 1 means month, 1 month, and then I write space after 1 month, right? And then after this I write December 2020. So what it will display, it will take this as the current month, and it will display 1 month before December 2020, that is November, and 1 month after December 2020, that is January 2021, because a new year will start. Now let's see the output. You can see that this is the current month, as we have specified here. This is the current month. So this is your current month, and it is going this B is representing before month is November, and 1 representing only 1 month before December. So 1 month before December is November, and the same year 2020. But 1 month after December 2020 will be a new year, that is 2021, and the month will be January. So it is going to display you the month of January, right? I hope it is clear. Now, similarly, understanding the different other aspects, if I write B2 here, so if I write B2 means it will display 2 months before December 2020. So what are the 2 months before 2020 December? That is October and November, and 1 month after December, that is January. So when you display this, you will see that. So the current month is December. 2 months before December are October and November, and the 1 month after December is January. And for which year? 2021. And it is displaying all these months are represented for which year? 2020, and this particular month for 2021. Similarly, if I change the option and then here I take 2. So what does it mean? Current month is December 2020. So 2 months before December 2020 and 2 months after, 2 months after December 2020. Let's see the answer. So now you can see here what it is happening. So this is the current month for which year 2020. So 2 months before December 2020 is October and November, right? October and November. And 2 months after December is January and February. But a new year starts, so it will be representing the year also, right? So this was a simple way of representing it. Now we can use both of them, or we can simply write here. Let's say if I represent here January, right? And I want to see 1 month after January, 1 month before January, right? So if I write B1, so what will happen? It will represent 1 month before January 2021. So January 2021, the year before that is the previous year, that is 2020. And what is the previous month? That is December. So you can see it will display December 2020, and also it will include the current month. So it is including the current month and 1 month before that. So there was a previous year 2020 and the previous month, right? Similarly, if I write here 2, it will represent 2 months before this, right? So 2 months before this are, so this is the current month and year. So the previous year is 2020 and previous months are 2 months. So it is November and December. Similarly, you can change any number here, but the limit will be up to 12 only, because maximum number of months are 12, right? So case sensitive, so you have to use small. Now after this, what I'll do here, I want to see 1 month after December 2020. So we know that a new year starts after 2020, that is 2021, and the new month will be January. So it will display the current month and year. Also, it will display the next month and year, that is January 2021, right? Similarly, here if you change to, it will display the next 2 months, that is January and February, right? I hope you understand it. So there are different ways. So if you just want to display the months after a particular month, after, then you will only use A. If you want to use before, previous, then you will simply use B. But if you want to display both after and previous, then you will use both, as we have seen in this, right? Now finally, we are left with the last command. Options are cal space. Now this is hyphen and this is representing J. So this will represent the Julian form, Julian calendar. So this is representing the current month, as we have not mentioned the year. It will take the current year, and we have not even mentioned the current month also. So it will take the current month and current year. So today's date is 20th August 2020. But what is happening? It is representing 20th August in the year, and that year, that number 20th August in the whole year is represented with number 233. Now let's better understand, because you won't understand it with this simple thing. So now let's better understand it. If I write here Jan 2020, now what will happen? It is going to represent the calendar of January 2020 in Julian format, right? In Julian calendar format. Now see, so it is looking like the same way as we see the Indian calendar. So it is representing January 2021 from 1 to 31, right? So the dates are 1 to 31. Now let's better understand it with more clarity. Now if I write Feb here, as I've discussed in the theoretical video also, the previous video, you will understand that now 31 was representing the last month. So when I wrote here, let's again write cal hyphen J for January 2020. So what it was representing? It was representing the last date of the month was 31. So the next date will be 32, and which will be the first date of February. So if I write here February, what will happen now? You can clearly see what it is doing. So February 2022, first date is 32. So the last date of month January was 31 and the first date of February is 32. And then this is a leap year, so the number of days in this month will be 29. So adding 29 in 31 will give you this, right? 31 plus 29 is 60. So the last limit is 60, right? Similarly, if I write here March, now you can see clearly what is happening. 1. Then in this 31, I'm adding 29 because this is a leap year. So the last limit is 60. Now for the next month of March, the first date is 61 and number of days in March are 31. So adding 31 into 60 will give you 91. So now see, first date is 61 and the last date is 31, right? Sorry, 91. Now again see it for April. You can very well understand this, right? Now see, adding in April we have 30 days. So adding 30 into this 91 will give you 121. The last date of April month. So it is from 91 was the last date of month March and 92 is the first date of month April, right? I hope it is clear, and similarly you can understand why it was giving some specific number for August month, right? If I simply write now, instead of representing all the months that you can see by writing the commands on your own terminal, I simply write December. So now you can see this is a leap year. So what will be the last date according to the Julian calendar? So number of days in leap year are 366 and 2020 is a leap year. So the last date is C, 366, right? One extra day, right? And after this, if I simply write it, see the calendar of year 2021. In that case, what will happen? Now see, it is representing 365 because in year 2021, this is a non-leap year. Number of days will be 365. So the last date is 365. I hope the implementation of cal command is clear to you. I request all of you after this session, just pause the video by pausing the video. Just write the commands on your terminal and see if you are getting the results or not. And in case if you are finding any difficulty, please post your queries in the comment box so that I can resolve it. I hope you like the lecture. Stay tuned for the other commands in detail. Thank you so much. Be home, be safe, be healthy. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.